We take it for granted, this invisible elixir we call oxygen. It fuels our bodies, powers our world, and sustains life as we know it. But what if overnight, the air we breathe doubled in its oxygen content? How would our lives change? Imagine a world where every breath is supercharged, where the very air seems alive with energy, invigorating every cell in our bodies. At first glance, it might sound like a utopian dream, a boost for life on Earth, making everything more vibrant and full of life. However, the reality is far more complex, a delicate tightrope walk between benefit and catastrophe, with scientists deeply concerned about the potential outcomes. Doubling Earth's oxygen wouldn't be a simple upgrade, it would require a complete rethinking of our planet's biological and chemical systems. It would be a fundamental shift in the planet's chemistry, triggering a cascade of unpredictable consequences, affecting weather patterns, ecosystems, and even the climate. From the smallest insects to the towering trees, every living thing would feel the impact, adapting in ways we can't fully predict. Some changes might seem positive at first, but like a stone thrown into a still pond, the ripples of this dramatic shift would be felt far and wide, with potentially devastating effects that could alter life on Earth forever. Fire, the elemental force of nature, has always commanded our respect and fear. Now imagine a world where fires ignite with astonishing ease, fueled by an atmosphere teeming with oxygen. Dry forests would become tinderboxes, a single spark igniting infernos of unprecedented scale and ferocity. Firefighting would become an even more dangerous and difficult task. The strategies we rely on today might prove useless against blazes fueled by double the oxygen. Urban centers, too, wouldn't be immune. Fires could spread with terrifying speed, overwhelming even the most robust fire suppression systems. Oxygen is life, but like any powerful force, it has a dark side. For humans, breathing pure oxygen for extended periods is toxic. It's a delicate balance. Our bodies are adapted to a specific oxygen concentration. Doubling that concentration would throw our systems into disarray. Imagine feeling constantly short of breath, your lungs struggling to cope with the oxygen overload. Headaches would become commonplace, your body in a perpetual state of stress. Long-term exposure could lead to far more serious consequences, damaging tissues and organs, potentially shortening lifespans. Section 4. A delicate balance, how oxygen upheaval threatens plant life. Plants, the silent architects of our atmosphere, are masters of balance. They have evolved over millions of years to maintain this equilibrium. They absorb carbon dioxide and release the oxygen we breathe, a process vital for life on Earth. But even these resilient organisms have their limits. Environmental changes can push them to the brink. In an oxygen-saturated world, plants would face a new threat: nitrogen deficiency. This is because excess oxygen can interfere with nitrogen uptake. Nitrogen is crucial for plant growth. Without it, plants cannot thrive. It's a key ingredient in chlorophyll, the pigment that allows plants to photosynthesize and produce energy. But with excess oxygen in the atmosphere, the delicate balance of nitrogen fixation would be disrupted. This process is essential for converting nitrogen into a form plants can use. Plants would struggle to absorb this vital nutrient, leading to widespread deficiencies. This would affect not just individual plants but entire ecosystems. Crops would fail, forests would wither, and the foundation of our food chain would crumble. The impact on global food security would be catastrophic. Section 5. Rise of the Giants, Oxygen and the Future of Animal Evolution. Millions of years ago, during the Carboniferous period, Earth's oxygen levels were much higher than they are today. Insects, those masters of adaptation, thrived in this oxygen-rich environment, some growing to enormous sizes. Dragonflies with wingspans of eagles, millipedes longer than a human arm. These creatures ruled the prehistoric skies and forests. Could a doubling of oxygen in modern times trigger a similar evolutionary shift? It's a question that sparks the imagination and fuels scientific curiosity. While it's unlikely we'd see giant insects overnight, such a dramatic environmental change could set the stage for remarkable evolutionary adaptations. Perhaps insects would develop more efficient respiratory systems, allowing them to thrive in the oxygen-rich air. Or maybe, over countless generations, we'd witness the emergence of larger, more formidable invertebrate species, adapting to new environmental conditions and thriving in ways we can only imagine today.